Conscious discipline is kind of like a new technology. Is there anybody watching? Now be honest. Is there anybody watching who still has a television from the 1950s? I mean, really, do you? Anybody out there that has a telephone that has the round little cord and the dial thing that you actually have plugged into the wall that you actually use? No. And why don't you use that television, even if you could get one to work, because we've upgraded our technology. Nobody's mad at the 1950 TV. Nobody's mad that you had a dial phone. We don't need to be mad that we used fear as a way to discipline. It's just a fact. We just did. And so letting go of this whole judgment piece around it, like I don't have any upset that how my parents handled things. They did the things the best that they knew how, but we have a new technology now. And so sometimes we have to see the contrast of the old technology to recognize that there's an option in something different. Okay, so the old technology, it focused on manipulation and control. So stickers and, and timing people out, controlling them, And so we do a lot of motivations externally. We oftentimes say things like, calm yourself down, and so we're acting like we're out of control while we're saying the words calm down. I mean, how funny is that? I'm pointing my finger, shaking my head, and I'm out of control saying calm down. Of course, that doesn't make sense. We reinforce the very behaviors that we don't want to have happen. So I'm acting out of control, but because I'm saying the words calm down, I believe that you should do what I say. And so we're just flipping the script here, right? If we're going to let go of all that fear that we've been, and we're going to just start noticing and recognizing it, what are we shifting to? Well, I remember the very first time 25 years ago I saw this slide. I was like, I'll show you the love. Like shifting from fear to love. Oh, you're going to love it out of them? That's going to really work in the real world. I didn't get it. I didn't get that if look really close, not love as a feeling, but as a decision to bring the best of yourself to each moment. That's a big decision. And what would happen? Well, so let's just talk about instead of a fear-based discipline, relationship-based. I feel like that is comfortable to people. Sometimes they think conscious discipline is really soft, but if you talk about it being a relationship-based discipline, I think it feels a little bit safer. So here's what I want you to think about. Focusing on connection and respect. The folks that you've had in your lifetime who have ever been a boss that you were really connected to, they gave you feedback and you could digest it because of the relationship. So it's not that when you have a relationship-based experience that you're not going to give constructive feedback to people. We all need to grow. Consequences are about learning, but nobody's learning because we've been giving punishments out. Right? Okay, so motivates from a relationship space. It focuses on the behavior that we expect and we model the behavior that we want, right? It helps us really self-regulate and have that self-control that we want everybody else to have. But here's the big thing. The belief truly is that a mistake is an opportunity for learning. And kids are either calling for help or extending help, calling for love or extending. And so if you wanted to do just a side-by-side comparison, right? A side-by-side comparison, and you just wanted to look, what's the traditional approach that I was raised with versus what is conscious discipline? And I think the big one I hope that sticks out to you are two. I hope what sticks out to you is we are going to raise problem solvers. Using this relationship-based approach, letting go of fear as the way to modulate a situation and bring the best of myself. And if you look, internal self-regulation. If you have internal self-regulation, of course you're going to have problem solvers, right?